What's going on, guys? It's MaxMax24, and the Xbox Bethesda E3 showcase just occurred, so let's talk about it. But before we get into that, please always remember to drop a like, comment, subscribe to the fans, and all that all the fun stuff us YouTubers tell you guys to do. Follow me on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I've been also on Facebook, barely Instagram. Follow me, please subscribe to me here. And with that, let's talk about the Xbox Bethesda showcase. Xbox is one of the two big companies that's doing a press conference. This year Nintendo's the other one. Sony decided to drop out. And this year, since Microsoft purchased Bethesda last year, Bethesda's press conference has now been folded into Xbox's. Of course, this makes sense. So we got Xbox news, we got Bethesda news, we got some great news for Xbox fans. If you're an Xbox fan, you've got a lot of good stuff to look forward to. If you are not an Xbox fan, if you're a PlayStation fan, I'm sorry, but this year we got, if you're a PlayStation fan, but also a Bethesda fan, I'm sorry, because we just have official confirmation that all Bethesda games pretty much are going to be exclusive going forward. That's what they pretty much talked about. They started right off the bat showing off Starfield. We finally got a trailer for Starfield. Granted, it was a CG trailer, but we got a little bit more information on Starfield, and it will be a console exclusive. So that's pretty much just seeing the deal that all Bethesda titles going forward are going to be Xbox console exclusive. Sorry, PlayStation fans, but you don't spend billions of dollars on a company and make them multi-platform. That's just not a thing. Now, what does this mean? It means that Starfield will be available on Xbox Series X, S, and PC at launch. And what's even better is it's going to be available on Game Pass day one. That's right, day one. Actually, 27 of the 30 titles they showed off today are going to be available on Xbox Game Pass day one. If you are an Xbox fan or a video game fan in general and you don't have Xbox Game Pass, I don't know what you're doing. Alright, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, $15 a month, you get Xbox Live Gold, you get Game Pass, and you get Game Pass for PC. Why wouldn't you do that? And with 27 of the 30 games coming to it day one, why? You're going to go spend $60, $70 on the game when you could just spend $15 a month, $10 a month, and play them? I think I know what the better option is. So we got to look at Starfield. It looks pretty great. Then we got to look at Halo Infinite as well. Finally, a little more in-depth look at Halo Infinite. A little bit of a story trailer and a multiplayer trailer. They finally give us confirmation that the multiplayer mode is going to be free to play for everybody, which I think is really good when it comes to multiplayer. All right, that'll ensure the most amount of players playing it. I'm just worried that the price point's not going to be worth the campaign. Please make an amazing campaign. Don't focus on multiplayer. Halo is all about the campaign. That's why I play it. That's why a lot of people play it. The multiplayer is great too, but the campaign for Halo has always been a seller. So I'm really hoping that the campaign's still a seller and it justifies that separate price point, and that enough people buy it, because if not a lot of people buy the campaign, then there's not going to be a big push to do another Halo with another campaign. They'll just do a multiplayer Halo, and we don't want that. We want campaign to survive. We want campaign to thrive. Halo campaign's great. But we got confirmation that this is the next chapter in Master Chief's storyline, so it's continuing off of Halo 5 Guardians. If you don't remember, Cortana sort of went rampant and, escaped and disappeared and left. So it's going to be continuing that story. Now, I don't know if any of the other team are going to make an appearance in this, but oh well, right? They were the worst part of Halo 5. But it's going to be a continuation, campaign separately, multiplayer is free to play. And it has a holiday release date. So it had a holiday release date last year, but this year it has another one. We also, of course, got Forza Horizon 5. It's a Horizon year. If you don't know, Forza does Motorsport, and then they do Horizon alternating. So we got Horizon 5, and I gotta say, Horizon 5 looked absolutely phenomenal, right? It's gonna recreate Mexico, and it looked like a picture. It looked like we were actually there. Seriously, the graphics, the stuff going on here are just phenomenal. What they have been able to do with Forza Horizon 5, it just looks phenomenal. We'll see if there's a downgrade, but right now, it looks like we were in Mexico. Like, the cars look amazing. This world looks amazing. If you know Forza, you know they always do amazing with the graphics, and this one's no different. Seriously, you gotta go look at some pictures of this, because it looks absolutely phenomenal. And then they also showed off Stalker 2. I'm not a big Stalker fan, but if you're a big Stalker fan, you got another trailer for Stalker 2. It's due out in 2022. I'm sorry, you're gonna be waiting for a little while. So, Back 4 Blood, the spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead, got a little bit more information. Launching October 12th, it just got another trailer. I'm excited for Back 4 Blood. I'm really hoping it's good. I just want it out in our hands now, alright? We've seen a lot of trailers, we've seen a lot of CGI trailers, we've seen a lot of gameplay trailers. I just want it in our hands. So I want the beta to kick off. I want to be able to play it. Sea of Thieves is getting a really cool crossover that's making me gonna want to go download Sea of Thieves again. It's been a while since I've touched Sea of Thieves. Pirates of the Caribbean is crossing over to Sea of Thieves on June 22nd. A whole new original storyline, Jack Sparrow and Davy Jones, all of that. It's gonna be fun. All right, I love me some Pirates of the Caribbean. I enjoy Sea of Thieves, so I'm really gonna have to jump into this. If you're a Sea of Thieves fan, if you're a Pirates of the Caribbean fan, this is great for you. We also got another trailer for Far Cry 6. Okay, I'm bored of seeing Far Cry 6 trailers. Just, it's Far Cry. Nothing's gonna excite me more about it, right? Like, I just don't know what more they can show me to make me be like, I need to play this right now, because it's Far Cry. There's not really much more to say on that topic. So showed off The Outer Worlds 2. If you don't know, The Outer Worlds was Obsidian Entertainment's RPG, answer to Fallout. Well, now they're making The Outer Worlds 2. Looks like it's gonna have the same humor that The Outer Worlds 1 had. I still have not played The Outer Worlds 1, but I have to now, and I'm gonna have to play Outer Worlds 2. They also announced Slime Rancher 2. If you are a fan of Slime Rancher or just, nice chill games, and Slime Rancher 2 is coming out and it looks like it's gonna be the same chill kind of game, I'm excited because I enjoyed my time with Slime Rancher. I never completed it, but I did enjoy, just casually getting some slimes, running a ranch. It was a fun game to relax to, and it looks like Slime Rancher 2 is going to be no different. We also got a trailer for Age of Empires 4, alright? It looks like Age of Empires. I've never played an Age of Empires game, but if you're a fan of Age of Empires, there you go, Age of Empires 4. And then Among Us, it seems like all the press conferences want to talk about Among Us for some reason, so we're just going to keep talking about Among Us. Well, Xbox talked about Among Us, and Among Us is getting 15-player lobbies, so that's cool, I guess. I don't play Among Us anymore. Who does play Among Us? We also got some actual gameplay footage for Battlefield 2042. It looks like Battlefield, alright? It looks like everything you love about Battlefield. Big scale combat, 128-player battles for the first time. That's pretty cool. The gameplay, it looks like solid Battlefield gameplay. One new interesting thing is I saw that they were changing their, loadout, their their attachments for their guns while they were in an elevator. So that's kind of cool. You can do that. Tornado looks like a tornado. Looks like a lot of destruction. It's Battlefield. I don't know what more there is. There also 10 more Bethesda games are coming to Game Pass. A lot of the original Fallout games and Doom Eternal, things like that. So that's cool. 12 minutes they showed off. It's an indie game starring Daisy Ridley and James McAvoy, so that's cool. Yakuza Like a Dragon's coming to Game Pass. So a lot of the time was spent talking about things that are coming to Game Pass, which that's the big system seller for Xbox, the Game Pass. That they're going to a games as a service model. They're going to these kinds of things. So they're trying to push more and more people to Game Pass, which makes sense. And they also ended the show by announcing Redfall, which is this, I think it was called Redfall. It's this new game by the people, by Bethesda Arcane. So I don't know what it is. It looks like a vampire kind of game. I don't really know what it is, what it's trying to be. Possibly multiplayer. It looked like it could be multiplayer. That looked like a big thing. That, yeah, because there was 4 characters, and they were fighting vampires. So I just drew the conclusion that, yeah. And one thing I thought was interesting. So they talked about games that they are working on. Like Fable, Avowed, The Elder Scrolls 6, which are probably way in the future. So they didn't show us anything of that, so it's probably way in the future. But they mentioned Perfect Dark, which I found interesting, because it's been a while since they've done anything Perfect Dark. So it makes me think maybe they're planning something around Perfect Dark. So we'll see, all right? If you're a Perfect Dark fan, there might be some hope for you. Flight Simulator is also getting expansion, Top Gun Maverick expansion, so if you're a Flight Simulator fan, that's cool for you, bud. All right, I don't play Flight Simulator, but if you do, that's awesome. And Grounded, if you play Grounded, it's getting an update. It's Shroom and Doom update. It's going to add mushrooms and sitting and pets and a giant spider, and you'll be able to get achievements now. So if you like Grounded, then check that out. And then there was also a couple indie games shown off, like Shredders. It's a snowboarding game. They were placed. We got a Plague Tale sequel announced. I don't know if we knew about it before, but it's been announced. So if you played a Plague Tale, you're getting a sequel. A Diablo 2 is a thing. So we knew that was a thing though. Diablo 2 Remastered, we already knew that was a thing. Party Animals looked like a cute little game. It looked like a multiplayer fuzzy animal party game. So that's cool. Hades is getting a physical release on whatchamacallit on Xbox. I enjoyed Hades. If you haven't played Hades and you like roguelites, I'd really recommend playing Hades. The Elder Scrolls Online apparently has 18 million players, which is pretty great. And it's getting an enhanced trailer edition. And then Fallout 76 apparently is one of the most played games on Game Pass. I guess. I mean, I don't know who's playing Fallout 76, but if you are, keep doing that because someone has to. But overall, they also announced an Avalanche collaboration. Avalanche Studios, the people behind Just Cause, I believe. They announced a collaboration with them for a game called Contraband. We didn't really get anything else about that, but just the title. But overall, I mean, they brought a lot of games. They didn't really talk about a lot of the games, which is one of the big downsides to their press conferences. They were like trailer after trailer after trailer after trailer after trailer after trailer. They didn't spend a lot of time talking about it, and a lot of them were CG trailers. But they did bring a lot of games, and the fact that 27 out of 30 of those are coming to Game Pass day one is a huge seller for Game Pass. So, as far as games go, there's interesting games to be excited about here. There's seems to be at least one game for everybody. So, if you are looking for a new game, there's a game in there for you. Now, none of the games really got me overly hyped, because the thing about, like, Bethesda is, you know what you're getting, alright? Bethesda games, for the most part, you know what you're getting. And Starfield is a brand new IP from Bethesda, so I'm intrigued by it and excited to see what it is, but I'm not getting my hopes up huge because you know what Bethesda is, and it's not a new Elder Scrolls or a new Fallout. It's a new IP, so it could be bad. We won't deal with Bethesda as we know them. Maybe we won't deal with the bugs if it's a new IP, so we'll see. We'll see if it's good. I'm hoping it's good. But then Halo Infinite, I mean, it looks like Halo, but we're not seeing a lot of gameplay from them. We saw the multiplayer gameplay, which multiplayer is fun on Halo, but I am not a big multiplayer guy. I enjoyed the single player trailer from last year, gameplay trailer, but I want to see more of that. I want to see more Halo. I want to see where it's coming. I want to see if the delay was worth it, because they delayed it a whole year, so I want to see where that work was put into it. And now I'm worried that the free multiplayer thing is going to take away from the campaign side of them, and they're going to not put as much time and effort in that, because they're like, free multiplayer, that's where we're going to get the microtransactions, that's where we're going to get that. So there's that, here's your campaign if you want it, but we're going to focus on multiplayer. I'm worried that that's going to happen. And other than that, there really wasn't a lot of games that I'm like, I'm off the edge of my seat. Like, the thing is, there's a lot of games there, and there's a lot of games I'll probably play in there, but there's none that I'm, like, sitting and waiting in anticipation for, because I'm just like, I can't wait to see reviews, alright? I need to see reviews. I need to see if it's good. I need to see if it's quality. There's games in there that everyone's going to enjoy, and then I'm assuming there's a lot of games that are going to be quality, but the thing is, there's not a lot of games that we need right now. We need to play right now, alright? There's not a lot of that. There's not a lot of huge, life-changing announcements. Because, of course, we were going to see Starfield. They didn't show us anything of Fable or Avowed, which is what a lot of people were looking forward to. And a lot of the big new announcements were sequels to indie games and were just smaller titles. So they didn't really have a lot of huge, life-changing announcements. We don't need those. But I'm just saying, for the most part, this press conference, it presented a lot of good games, but it didn't blow me away, which is fine. It doesn't need to blow me away. It's just, I enjoyed it. I wasn't blown away by it. I wasn't amazed by it. I enjoyed it. It's not life-changing. It doesn't put Xbox in a new position. It doesn't it doesn't trailblaze for them. It doesn't blow me out. It doesn't make me go pre-order games right away. but it makes me be like, I'm gonna have to check that one out. I'm gonna have to check that one out. I'm gonna have to check that one out. And Game Pass is where it mostly did the work, because again, 27 out of 30 of the games, that's a big Game Pass seller. But overall, yeah, it was a decent press conference. Let me know what games in there you're most excited about. Let me know what you thought about the conference. Next up is Square Enix, and then we have Nintendo is the next big one, but we have Square Enix, and then I don't know who. I think PC Gaming Show tomorrow. But stay tuned for videos on all of those. Let me know what you thought about this press conference. Like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, all that jazz, all that fun stuff. Us YouTubers tell you guys to do. Follow me on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I want some share, send Facebook, barely Instagram, follow me on Facebook, subscribe to me here. And with that, hope to see you in the next video.